My name is Lisa, and I'm a working housewife who works from home. It's just me, my husband Noah, and our adorable daughter Madison in our family. Noah and Madison get along very well. When Noah comes home from work, playing with Madison is part of his daily routine. Madison loves her dad very much and is always seen laughing happily.
Hey, Madison. On our next day off, guess what?
What? What is it?
The three of us are going to stay overnight at Coscarland.
What? Really?
Madison, because you've always been such a good girl, God has given you a reward.
Yay. I wonder if Keone is there.
Yes. And Sucker Mouse and Mr. Bear, they'll all be there.
Isn't that great, Madison? In this way, Noah always thought of various ways to make Madison happy. Thanks to that, Madison grew up to be a well-behaved child, and the three of us were living happily together. However, a few months later, my father-in-law started to frequently be admitted to and discharged from the hospital due to illness, which worried us deeply. Then, one day, all of a sudden, my mother-in-law came to visit us.
That's why, just for now, I want you to live with us, please, Noah.
Even if you say that. It's difficult because Madison and Lisa are here too, so living together is a bit.
It's not going to be forever, right? Just until Dad gets better.
Haven't I always said I didn't want to live with my parents?
I know, but it's really inconvenient on my own.
What do you think, Lisa?
I understand that it makes you anxious. If it's only for a short period and your mother-in-law agrees. Actually, I had been concerned about my in-laws' house for some time. Since I had discussed it occasionally with Noah, we decided to accept the idea of living together this time. Noah made a pledge agreement as a precaution, and got his mother to sign it. Since it was a temporary arrangement, we continued the contract for the apartment where our family lived. We began by moving the necessary items to my in-laws' house and started living together, but...
Oh, my Madison is so good at reading picture books.
Really?
Yes. It's amazing how well she can read for a kindergarten child. She must really like books.
Yeah, Madison loves reading books.
Madison is such a good girl. Oh, Lisa, sorry about that. I'll go make some more tea.
Oh, mother-in-law. I can do it.
It's all right. Living together can be tiring, right? So please feel comfortable and don't worry about formalities.
The mother-in-law was kind to Madison and always considerate towards me, which gave me some peace of mind. However, after a while, she began to break the rules we had agreed upon before moving in. I ended up doing most of the household chores, and a cycle of her nagging began. 6 months after we started living together, while I was working, my mother-in-law came into my room.
Lisa, dear.
Oh, I'm sorry, mother-in-law. I'm working right now, so if it's about household matters.
Enough with the noise. It's almost noon and you haven't prepared lunch yet.
Weren't we supposed to make our own lunch as per our agreement? I need to focus on my work. Could you please leave for now?
Ew, what kind of attitude is that? Don't you get cheeky with me?
Saying that, the mother-in-law spilled coffee on my laptop that was on my desk. Seeing my shocked face, she smirked satisfactorily and left the room. Noah heard about this from me and immediately scolded his mother, which calmed her down. Just when I felt relieved, about a week later. I'm home, phew, going to the office after such a long time is exhausting. I think I'll relax with some coffee. Huh? My things are missing. What's going on?
Oh, welcome back. Don't worry, I've thrown out your things.
What? Thrown out? Where did you throw them?
At the apartment where you guys used to live. From today, you will stay there, and Noah and Madison will continue living here with me. I prefer to live just with my family.
You can't just decide that on your own.
Don't worry, Noah will surely understand. A useless daughter-in-law is just in the way.
What? I'm not.
Silence. You're always holed up in your room, practically a shut-in.
That's not true.
Oh, and by the way, next week Yusuk and Mayo will be moving in.
Yusuk, that's Noah's older brother and his wife?
I want to live in this house with family only. You're an outsider, so you're not needed.
Am I the only outsider?
Yes. Mayo works at a major company and is an elite, unlike you. You've done enough here, now just get out.
After saying that, the mother-in-law locked me out. Fortunately, I had just returned from being out and had the bare essentials with me, so I reluctantly went to the apartment. Noah was furious about this. As soon as he finished work, he took Madison and came to the apartment where I was waiting. This incident prompted Noah and me to initiate a certain plan. A week later,
You called us back to our parents' home. What's this all about?
Oh, Noah, did you come? I've been waiting.
Thank you so much for handing over such a lovely house.
It's a pity I can't live with Noah. Surely, Lisa must have whispered something strange into his ear.
Nobody whispered anything. The one at fault here is Mom for doing such awful things to Lisa. I don't want to live with someone who does such things, even if she's my mother.
mother-in-law, Noah won't agree to such forceful methods.
Oh, is that so? Well, we'll be fine without Noah from now on. After all, we have Mayo here.
Yes, Mayo is a career woman, an elite who works at a major company. Unlike some unemployed person, she will be a big help to us.
But Mom really hasn't realized it, has she?
Haven't realized what?
She's saying you don't understand anything, mother-in-law.
Oh? You guys don't understand me at all?
That's right. It's not Mom who's misunderstanding. It's Noah and Lisa.
Stop talking nonsense. The story about Mayo working at a major company is a lie.
What?
I'll just tell you this, but Mayo has always said she dislikes you, mother-in-law.
What? No, that's a lie. Mayo would never say such a thing.
No! She wouldn't suddenly agree to move in if her salary was good, right? Noah and I have been saying, that's definitely strange. After hearing what Noah and I had to say, the mother-in-law responded.
Lisa, why would you tell such a pointless lie? There's no way Mayo would say such things. Did you really think I would believe that?
Mom wouldn't be fooled by such a childish lie, right? Besides, Mayo goes out in a suit every day and sometimes even works late, you know?
Yes, I was even working overtime yesterday and I'm tired.
She has an employee ID and business cards too, see?
Those must be fake. It's true she wears a suit and leaves the house in the morning, but she's not going to a company. She's going to her parents' house.
Heh? There's no way she goes to her parents' house, man. She's getting paid a salary after all.
The money you think is a salary, Yusuk, is actually from her parents.
Why would I need to take money from my parents on purpose?
She does house chores there. It's like she's a housekeeper.
A housekeeper?
Yes. Cooking, cleaning, laundry, shopping. She also picks up the niece and nephew of the couple she lives with and does various other tasks for money.
Stop making things up. There's no proof of any of that.
There is proof. Look, here are the photos.
While they were talking, Mia, the eldest daughter of the household, appeared. She brought photos as evidence that Mayo was lying and showed them to everyone. Then,
Why is my older sister here?
More importantly, what are those photos Mia has brought?
Oh, these. This one is of Mayo in a suit entering her parents' home, and this one is of her hanging laundry and bedding at her parents' house.
Oh my, what is this?
That was just me helping out while visiting my parents on a day off.
You're always at home on your days off, aren't you?
Indeed. So, does this mean Mayo is really an unemployed person who doesn't work?
So you've been deceiving me and Yusuk all this time.
Oh, stop being so noisy. So what if I was?
Don't joke around. You were calm about lying. How can you do such a thing, deceiving your own family? That's the worst.
It doesn't matter since money was coming in, right?
It's not okay. It means you weren't working.
Money is money, right? It shouldn't matter.
It does matter. There's no guarantee that you can keep getting money from parents forever.
It doesn't matter Yusuk works, so it's fine.
That's not the point. You came to live with us under false pretenses.
Enough already. Stop this ugly quarreling.
Speak.
What, Cess? You can't just scream out of nowhere. You'll startle someone.
It's because you all keep saying such ridiculous things.
No matter how much you argue, it doesn't change the facts.
the claim that Mayo was employed at a major company turned out to be a complete lie. This evidence led to a heated argument between the mother-in-law, Yusuk, and Mayo. Initially, Mayo denied it, but soon she became defiant. Disgusted by this behavior, we said, "At this point, I don't care anymore, but you three can figure it out among yourselves, right?"
Yeah. It seems like Mayo is not working, but money is still coming in.
You can't rely on that.
It doesn't matter. Yusuk is working, so that should be enough, right? They're living with you after all.
Yay, but if Mayo is not working, who knows when she might become a full-time housewife?
Yusuk, you could just support her.
I'm not earning enough to support a family of 4.
That's not our problem. You were the ones who offered to live together. Mom, You chose my brother over kicking out Lisa.
And Lisa is actually earning her keep. Funny how you chose the one who doesn't have money.
Don't worry about father-in-law.
Lisa and I will take care of him. You can live your own lives.
What? You're going to look after father? Oh, that would be a great help.
Really the worst. We've lived off my father all this time, and now you won't even support him.
I'm old. I can't possibly take care of him.
So you just don't want to, right?
Ick. Say whatever you want. But if you're taking care of father,
Just so you know, you'll have to move out of this house.
Hair, why do we have to move out?
Exactly. If you do that, we'll have nowhere to live.
This house is already set to be sold.
it's in father's name, so as his wife, it belongs to me. You can't sell it.
Did you forget? We changed the ownership to Noah's name when father's health became unstable. Mom, you were there too, right? Were you sleeping with your eyes open?
In fact, when father-in-law first started being hospitalized, we had to consider the worst-case scenarios. For that reason, the ownership of the house was transferred from the father-in-law to Noah. Despite it being a recent change, the mother-in-law had completely forgotten this crucial detail.
Stop joking around. I'm going to lose my house too. But wait a minute. That's right. I can just leave with father at Noah's house.
No way. I'm only going to live with Lisa, Madison, and Dad.
Noah, why are you being so cold?
It's obvious, isn't it? You're ungrateful to Dad and even speak ill of him. I don't want someone so cold-hearted in my family.
Just let her live with you.
Right? Lisa lived with your mother-in-law too, didn't she?
No. The niceness was only at the beginning, it was troublesome after that. Oh, but since Mayo is mother-in-law's favorite, it'd definitely be more fun for Mayo and Yusuk to live together.
We have our own lives. Now that it's clear Mayo is unemployed, I can't support Mom with my salary alone.
I thought eventually this house would be ours. Don't make things worse.
I did what was necessary for the family. Chasing after your husband's parental home is just trashy.
Huh? What's it to you?
It is to me. We're talking about my parents here.
Mia? Thank you, Mia. So you'll live with me then.
I won't. And Mom, there's something important Noah has to say, too.
What important news?
We're cutting ties with you. And with my brother and Mayo, too. Oh, and a message from Dad.
What is it?
Dad says he's divorcing you. He's cutting ties with you just like I am.
What? Why am I the one being divorced? Stop joking around.
I agree with Noah and Dad. After this talk, you're strangers to me.
After being disowned by Noah and Mia, the mother-in-law, Yusuk, and Mayo found themselves without a home and without any family willing to support them, facing a huge crisis.
Then let's live at Mayo's parents' house. They're rich, aren't they?
That's not possible.
Oh, why not?
Mayo has been banned from her own family home.
What? Mayo, you've been banned from your parents' house.
Since when? You left in a suit just yesterday morning.
Shut up. I thought living with Yusuk's family would be easy since his parents are still around and they have savings. I thought we could live without any trouble. After all the effort to move in, this is the worst.
Just to be clear, we won't support you at all, okay?
Thinking you can just live off your parents is naive from the start.
Wait, Lisa, could you please talk some sense into Noah and Mia?
I feel the same as they do, so today will be our goodbye, mother-in-law.
I'm not suited for working outside. I can't do it.
Noah, can't you stop the sale of this house? Please!
No way. I don't help careless, unkind people.
Mother-in-law? You broke my work equipment. You will be compensating me for that.
What? Compensate? How could I possibly?
Mom, you know, Lisa earns quite a bit from her remote work. You caused her to lose a job worth millions of yen. You better be prepared for that too.
Then, Lisa, you should support us.
And let us stay with you too. Any small room will do, please.
You're being shameless. As soon as your situation gets bad, you start begging.
We're family, so please help. I'll even apologize about Dad.
We don't need a superficial apology. There's no need for us to support you.
Don't say things like that, please.
You chose Yusuk and his wife. Please seek help from them. That's all. We left the mother-in-law, Yusuk, and Mayo at the in-laws' house and returned home. The in-laws' house was in a good location and quickly found a buyer, so it was impossible for the three to stay there long-term. Despite her protests, the mother-in-law ultimately signed the divorce papers. There was a division of assets with the father-in-law, but she was also sued for compensation for the job worth tens of millions of yen that had been lost. This resulted in her suddenly not only being without money but also incurring debts. Yusuk and Mayo, unable to live on Yusuk's salary alone and with Mayo not working, eventually tried renting an apartment, but couldn't pay the rent and ended up living outdoors, leading a miserable life in cardboard boxes, a stark contrast to the happiness they were supposed to have. As for us,
And then, I took a photo with Keone-chan.
Oh, that's great.
And then, we rode lots of rides and ate lots of food. And then we played a lot more.
It's nice to have a fun outing with the family, isn't it?
yes. Oh, but the next day Noah was so sore he couldn't move. And he still went to work on Monday all sore and exhausted.
But if the muscle soreness hits the next day, that means he's still young.
Next time, let's go together, Mia-chan. It's really fun.
We had returned to a joyful and lively life. Neither Noah nor Mia showed any signs of worry about the mother-in-law or Yusuk and his wife. They were always smiling. I thought maybe they were a bit concerned, but it seemed they really weren't, which was a relief. Soon, the father-in-law will be discharged from the hospital, and we plan to celebrate his return together. With these joyful plans in mind, we continued to spend our days happily as a family, always smiling. If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.